Welcome back to Realm of Rolls. If you're enjoying the show, make sure you're following or subscribed wherever you listen so you never miss an episode. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can find us on Patreon, where you can access behind-the-scenes content. You can also join our Discord to chat with us, talk theories, and keep up with campaign news. Links to both are in the episode bio. With that said, previously on Duskbound, the battle for the Wildflower took a darker turn. As the ship groaned under relentless assault, the party discovered the monstrous tentacles weren't part of some great sea beast at all, but were emerging from strange violet pools deep beneath the waves. With the deck becoming a death trap of splintered wood and slick purple slime, Torran and Silas took the fight below the surface, while Crest and Ayaan-Jin struggled to keep the crew alive above. 2 of the 4 tentacles have been destroyed, but the ship is still breaking apart, and whatever lurks beneath the water hasn't revealed itself yet. This is episode 8, The Turn of the Tides. Okay, and with that, there is an immediate effect as this final tentacle that remains begins to move. 5, 10 foot, 15 foot, 20 foot. As the water around the boat churns in reaction, it moves and it writhes angrily. And then, at that point, it will then move again. But this time, it breaks the pattern. You've seen these tentacles travelling around in an anti-clockwise formation this entire time. Predictable in their movement. This time it comes backwards. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 foot clockwise. As it thumps around on the deck, searching for any one of you within its grasp and finding none of you.
Unlucky!
Silas, you're up.
Okie dokie. I'm not going to do exactly what I was going to do. Right, I'm going to get within 20 feet of it by moving around the edge of the cargo netting towards it.
Lovely.
I'm going to default to a standard pattern of attack and fling my dagger of doom.
Fling the dagger of doom. Roll to hit.
A dagger of doom. God damn it! That was a 20 and it bounced onto a 2.
No! You lost the 0. No. When you rolled it, the 0 just fell off. It's fine. If you look for it, it's probably in your tray.
That's literally what it looked like. It was a 2 and it bounced off the side of the tray and just dipped back the other way.
The temporary stickers have come off.
Yeah, so that'll be like a total of 10. So
10 will not hit. No, as this thing is thrashing, you fling your dagger and it just misses. Does not hit at all.
Yeah, and I'll be using my bonus action to use another 50 feet movement and move all the way back over here.
So that's more like the standard tactic, just run away.
You run up, throw the dagger, and then skedaddle off to the opposite side of the ship.
Default setting.
I saw it coming my way. I'm like, I ain't going near it.
You realise fundamentally we're playing rogues. Like, we don't stay around in combat.
Oh!
I did, but look what happened.
Yeah.
But you're not a rogue. That's a lot.
Yeah. That's where the idiot fighters stand.
Says great praise Sir Silas here.
Meat
Crest.
shield.
You are up.
Is going to take advantage of the fact that he doesn't have to get close to hit things and will cast another Starry Wisp at the remaining tentacle.
Nice, roll to hit.
12 plus 8 for 20.
That will hit, yes.
And then a 5 and a 2 for 7 points of radiant damage. Far superior to that of daggers, and he will stand back and keep himself at range.
7 points of radiant damage, okay.
Christ.
Brilliant,
That's it, though.
lovely. Okay. Yeah, again, you see this moat, it kind of explodes in glittery light, and you hear the sizzling as this kind of radiant heat almost burns at it. And it's not very happy at all.
Good.
Okay. And then we have Ayaan-Jin. You are up.
Right. Ayaan is not going to run away from this. He's pissed off with it. You've got to be joking. That's it. I'm coming for you. And he's coming across the deck by. He's going to get to 25 foot, so that he's within its range.
Whoa! Can I stop you there? What? You are on the deck above.
Oh shit! Right. Okay. How close can I get to it then?
Well, however long you wish to. Well, you can jump over.
Yes,
yeah?
I can jump. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to jump down. Use that extra movement. So I've got like up to 50 feet. So 30 feet on a jump and 20 feet left over. So he's going to come up to within this thing's threatened range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
He is going to. He's going to cast a second level inflict wounds.
Can I just ask? Can I just ask?
Yeah.
And this is just a genuine question. Why are you going into melee range to cast a spell?
Because it's a touch spell.
Inflict wounds is a touch spell.
Fair enough. Continue.
Thank you. Right, so he's going to go up to this creature. He's going to cast inflict wounds by just. He's giving it a slap with the hand, effectively. He's going to inflict wounds. It's a con save for what?
High five!
I just got.
I'm slapping the sucker.
No, I just got this image of like, you know, when you see a car salesman slap the top of the car, like. How many hit points can you fit in this bad boy?
Actually, I quite like Gus's idea because I can jump, so maybe I'll just have a hop and slap it. High five. I quite like that.
Okay, sorry, continue.
He's going to cast inflict wounds, so it's a con save for half.
Constitution save for half. I can do
High
that.
five!
That was an 18 plus
Yeah.
6 for the Constitution save, so I think we'll say that succeeds.
Okay. So he's going to take half of 3d10 necrotic. And can you add a dawn dice to damage?
Yes, you can.
Then I will add a dawn dice to that also, if that's
You
okay.
spend dawn.
I will spend dawn. Right. 3d10. I'm trying to grab some d10s, they're stuck. Right.
3d10.
And a dawn die. Oh, that's 6 on the dawn die. 6. 12,
Nice.
14. And a 10. That's 24 points of damage, please.
24 points of damage. Lovely jubbly. Okay, and give me 1 second to do some maths. That's all good. And with that, could you please make me a...
Here it comes.
do.
Yep.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
A dex save. What the hell? I should know what my dex is by now, but I just can't remember, so I'm going to have to...
Your paladins are probably not very good.
Oh, I don't know, it's a +2. It's alright.
Okay, that's not bad.
No, it's not bad, is it? Right, okay, let's go for it. Okay, that's a 19 plus a 2 for a 21. Will that help me this time?
It definitely will. You are able
Awesome.
to dodge out of the way and duck out of the
Hell
way
yeah.
as this tentacle, with taking your damage, taking this necrotic damage, and you see these. How would you describe the effect of your spell?
I think you would get a connection from his... You would see his fins bristle. So he's got fins on the rear of his elbows and fins on his calves, and I think you would see them, they would bristle upwards and become quite sort of stiff and spiny rather than their more relaxed position. And I think as he touches it, you would see the fins bristle, and you'll just see like a black emanation coming off the back of them, I think. Like a
Okay,
small
so
black
but
emanation.
what effect does your spell have? What does that spell effect look like? Not the casting effect. What effect does the spell look like?
I think as he touches it, you would see that blackening that's come off the fins. It travels on the outside of his arms, across the surface of his skin, and actually it's like a puff of black that goes over the creature where he's just touched it.
Okay. Yeah, nice. So you see as this kind of this black almost like a gaseous. As it makes contact, it clearly leaves like blackened marks and pock marks where obviously the vitality is being eaten away. And as that happens, the tentacle reels back and starts thrashing violently again. This thrashing recoil. As you are able to dodge out of the way of it, you perhaps hunker down by one of those crates and you're able to dodge as it attempts to basically clear anything within a 10-foot radius of it away. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, other than shouting, "Not this time! Not this time!" And that's all you get from him.
Okay, lovely. The tentacle rears up, standing stiff and tall, 15 feet in the air.
Show off.
And then, you wish, Mike. And then
I know, that's what I'm saying.
disappears. It standing straight, it almost wiggles slightly as it disappears down the side of the ship, and you hear the water splash as it disappears.
That
And
was the
there is a
claim on his OnlyFans site.
And there is a brief moment of silence that is then broken on the opposite side of the ship as the tentacle emerges from behind you all, raising up 15 foot high. And as it comes down, I need everybody within a 15-foot radius, so Crest and Silas, to make me a Constitution saving throw.
As it
It's
appears,
behind
everyone just hears a very high pitched.
Okay, magic
Is this
dice on
where I-
magic. That is an 18 on the dice plus 1 for 19.
Okay, so you succeed.
What check was it? Sorry.
A Constitution saving throw, please.
Not bad. 12 plus 2 for a 14.
Okay, and 14 just meets the DC. You will both take, I've just rolled 2d8s, 2 8s on 3d8s, that's pretty good. You will both take 18 points of necrotic damage halved. So 9 points of damage. You both also have disadvantage on your next attack roll before the end of your next turn. Okay?
No, that is not okay.
And to add insult to injury, it then comes down and makes its attacks. On... Who's the closest to the edge? Closest to the edge is Silas.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to make... it's going to make a single slam attack to start off with a 22 to hit you.
Ow!
Okay, so I'll deal with that first. So you will take 2d10s, wherever they've gone, and I will expend a dusk die to add a d6 to this roll as well, because I'm nice like that.
How generous!
Oh, that's a 10 and a 6, and then a 5 on the d6, so that is a 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
That would take me down, however, I'm going to use my reaction to half that.
Very good.
Don't say.
I then need you to make me a
You don't say, my
strength
friend.
saving throw. However, you are stood within 5 foot of the ship's edge. You will have a disadvantage on all saving throws against any effects. So you will be making that strength saving throw at disadvantage.
Joy!
Good luck.
World.
Oh dear. Well, I was potentially going to be using a dawn die, but I don't think it'll be worth it.
It was Rick's face. I didn't get a screenshot of that, but it was Rick's face.
So a 3 plus a 2 is probably not going to amount to much.
Oh,
No, it does not.
nasty.
You are now grappled and then restrained.
Welcome
Okay.
to my world.
And Gus, unfortunately, it still has another action it can use. and it's going to use it. And seeing as, well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Ooh, saucy. Okay. 2 for the price of 1. Thank you very much.
Just remember, miss the ground.
It wraps around your torso, Silas, constricting tight as you attempt to wiggle free, and you get this disgusting moment where one of the end of the tentacle comes up and pets along your jaw, kind of feeling around your face, leaving a trail of disgusting slime all over you. Might go for an ear, might try and get up your nostril, who knows. It raises up, you still curled within its grasp, and it hurls you.
Okay.
Oh, I've been there. Enjoy it while it lasts.
You are thrown up to 30 foot in a direction of my choosing. You will take 2d6 points of bludgeoning damage, which will be
point of order before you do that.
Yep.
Is this essentially fall damage?
No, it's throwing damage.
Right. Because my feather fall is actually still active.
Okay, that is fine.
Oh.
You will not have the chance to fall. You are being thrown. You will take 9 points of bludgeoning damage as you are thrown directly 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Flap
30.
your arms, my friend.
You are thrown
Flap your
directly into Ayaan-Jin.
Oh, fuck off!
And as you impact with
hell?
Ayaan-Jin will also take 2d6 points. I'm being nice here. I'm not. Well, actually, I'm gonna be evil because it's 30 foot. You will take
fuck it, incoming.
3d6 points of bludgeoning damage as Silas impacts with you. And 1.
You really need to lose some weight, my friend.
A 1 and a 4. You will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you are hit with Silas.
Amazing. I've been hit by a Silas. Lovely. Silas is golden. No? Okay.
That was poor at best.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's more like iron.
And
Oh,
top
dear.
of the round.
Do
Someone
I
like
take
roll me a
that?
D6,
Do I take that
please?
damage as well?
No. So that 6 points of bludgeoning damage, that was only on Ayaan-Jin.
Oh, okay.
Rikh, it's your turn for
I
the
cushioned the
D6.
blow.
I'm not sure if you want me to. Let's give it a go.
Well, thank you for breaking my fall.
You're welcome, my friend.
The magic D6 is a number I don't think we've had yet, and it's a 1, which I'm sure is going to be our least fun moment yet.
Oh
God.
Okay. I need someone to make a D4 roll for me. 1 to 2 is port, and 3 to 4 is starboard.
Okay. It is a.
I'm sitting on my hands.
2, port side. Excellent. Okay. So I will mention, so Silas, you will be actually both Silas.
Yeah.
So what I will say before we resolve this environmental effect, Silas, you can make me a DC 15 acrobatics check. If you succeed it, you will land on your feet, having crashed into Ayaan-Jin. Ayaan-Jin, you need to make me a DC 15 constitution check. No, sorry, strength check to see if you can stay upright when Silas hits you, okay?
Okay. DC 15.
DC 15 for both of you.
Con check. Right, okay.
No, you're doing strength check, sorry.
Oh, sorry, strength. Right. Okay.
Strength check, yeah.
Okay, that's a 14 plus 2 for a 16 for Ayaan.
You're good? You're on your feet?
Now I roll the fucking 20.
Oh, wow. It's all in the timing.
Still another
So
dice,
you-
but take it.
Yeah. I literally handspring off of Ayaan-Jin's head and land back on my feet.
Yeah. So what I will say
It's like
is
fucking Cirque du Soleil, isn't it? Jesus Christ.
you're not going to occupy the same space. Silas, you will be 5 foot off the back of Ayaan-Jin if you're handspringing off his head, okay? But you both land on your feet as we resolve this environmental effect. So, the dice rolled said port side. Water crashes over the deck as there is a surge, a big wave. Creatures within 10 foot of that side must make a strength saving throw or be knocked prone. So, strength saving throws from both Silas and Ayaan-Jin.
I've literally just gone from one domino bad moment to the next.
I kind of feel like
Well-
feel like you're Loki after what the Hulk did to him in Stark Tower. Just smack, 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 smack.
I think the only correct quote from that is
Puny God.
Thankfully, I rolled an 18 for a dirty 20, so...
You're good. You're fine. You're on your feet.
Not so thankfully, I rolled a 2 plus a 2 for a whole 4.
I'm absolutely not fine. I just got them dry. I'm wetting.
So you've seen the tentacle has hurled Silas across the deck. He has smashed into Ayaan-Jin. In the process, he's done a handspring off Ayaan-Jin's head, shoulders, and landed on his feet with a ta-da!
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, just this huge splash comes over his head. It's like...
Yeah. Ayaan-Jin, you've managed to stay on your feet, and then the next thing you know, there is as a massive wave crashes over the side of the ship. Silas, you are able to grab onto a crate nearby and stay on your feet. Ayaan-Jin, your feet are washed out from underneath you, and you are now prone on the floor. Okay.
Awesome. Again.
Torran, you're up. You're in the drink. What are you doing?
This is becoming a theme.
I'm going to essentially triple move, so I'm going to move, dash, bonus action, rogue dash. Under the ship, so I'm going sinking back under.
Okay, sploosh.
I want to get, so it is, hang on. That's my target hex. Given I have to go under the ship as well, how close to that do I get? It's 75 feet away. Like, I'll let you go, like, essentially that path is the path I'm going to get to that hex.
Yeah. How much movement have you got in total? Is it 75 foot?
90 at this point. So I've got move
90
of 30.
foot.
I've got
Okay.
swim speed of 30, move, dash, and bonus action dash from rogue movement.
15. So, if you want to get to the centre line of the ship, you have to sink 15 foot, essentially. So I would say probably 75 is probably your maximum, and that to get to that target hex, I think you'd be able to reach it at that point.
I am submerged, so I'm back down. I got one more turn underwater. I literally see it flip up the other side and go. Again, though, when I go under and start pushing, Silas and Ayaan-Jin would have seen this. You see my armour segments shift around my body as I go under.
Nice. Excellent, yeah. So you're able to get all the way, kind of, I would say you can, if you wish to, you can get to the centre line of that ship.
I'm actually going one further back. I want to be 15 feet away from it, in the hope that I'll have a better chance to get to the vortex when it moves.
Okay, perfect. Great, loving it. Okay, so you are under the ship. You've got this weird kind of... You are in the shadow of the ship, so it is dark down here, but the light has been dropping. But you are surrounded by this weird purple-tinged water, and the ship is above you, and you can see... obviously, there are some barnacles on the bottom of the ship, on the keel, and yeah, it's pretty wet under there. Okay. And with that, we then have some extra momentum, as the tentacle will rear back once again, going upright, as it slides down the side of the ship and heads to the other side.
It's picking on me! I feel victimised!
This is where I started. It was doing this. It was following me round to start with.
Well, it's not you specifically.
You bastard.
You don't smell good or anything.
Right,
Okay. As it reappears, slithering back over on the other side. And Silas, you are up.
There's something fishy about it.
It's terrifically tentacular.
Yes. I'm actually going to... I've still got disadvantage on my attacks, haven't I?
You do.
Yeah.
Both
until the
yours
end of
and
this-
Ayaan-Jin's attacks.
Yeah.
Have disadvantage. Oh, so sorry, not all of your attacks, just your next attack roll. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I only get one, so.
Well,
Yeah, we're rogues. We only ever get one.
you don't have to take it if you don't want it. Says a person with two.
True, because I'm
right.
specialised in it.
He's special.
I am actually going to, and because I've got Ayaan-Jin right there, I can sneak attack it.
Nice.
Glad I could be useful for something.
I'm gonna
at this point.
I'm actually going to hit it with my rapier, which I never put away after getting it out under the water.
No.
Great,
Okay.
great thing about climbing and not needing your hands.
Brilliant. So roll to hit.
Do. Well, that would have been a natural 20. So let's get rid of that
Two
one.
again.
However, the other dice was still a 15, so
Nice.
that's a total of 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
And with 3d6 of sneak attack and a d8 plus 4, I get a total of 10, 18, 19, 20 damage.
Wowzers. 20 points of damage. And is that yeah, so sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that yeah. If the moon touch rapier counts as magical, I don't know because it doesn't have a plus to it, so I don't know if that counts as magical damage or not.
No, it wouldn't.
But I will, however, use the Vex, so I
Property,
can
yeah.
get advantage on my next attack,
Attack
and
roll.
then I will use my cunning action to disengage and fuck off.
Okay.
Honestly, rogue,
Disengage
rogue
and fuck
cunning,
off. The very technical terms.
rogue cunning actions are just peak. Like, they're so good.
Well, according to Gus, there's one now called fuck off.
I mean, my character kind
Technical
of does that.
terminology. You need to learn it. You need to read the book to get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Crest, if that's the end of your turn, Gus, then Crest is up next.
Seeing all this going on, I think he's quite grateful he didn't just get smacked around or given free flying lessons. So I think we're going to go for another Starry Wisp because that's been going pretty well. Just
Lovely.
firing off this little ball of light. That is a 17 on the dice. This is hot. So 25 in total.
25, Jesus, yeah, that hits.
Damage is less impressive, being just 5 points of radiant damage. And
5 points.
I think what's going to happen is Crest is just going to move to a position as close to the centre of the ship as he can get. Just moving around the mast there to give him some chance not being hit again by this thing.
Okay.
Just
So,
glancing-
sorry, Greg, just remembering, obviously, if you've gone up the stairs there to get round.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant, sorry.
Plenty, no, that's right, plenty of movement to do that, so that's fine.
Yeah, perfect.
Just sort of glancing across, in particular Ayaan-Jin, who does seem to be largely being picked on. Is Ayaan-Jin looking particularly peaky? Are they looking relatively healthy? Like they can take another hit? How bad are things?
I'd say he's probably looking about 2/3 of his normal gusto.
Oh, he's fine then.
He
no
seems to
problems.
have recovered somewhat. Yep.
Okay,
He's still got a third to go, it's fine.
He's got some colour in his cheeks again.
I'm sorry, I have a question for Yaz very quickly. I hate to interrupt your turn here, Rick. Did I need to make any strength save for the thing moving from the vortex and water changing?
No, you didn't on this occasion. You what you would have seen is you would have seen a tentacle kind of snaking past you underneath. It wasn't that same kind of water crashing movement.
Okay. Did I get an attack of opportunity on it? Wait, I'll do it after Rick's turn if I do.
You know what? Yeah, okay, fine. You would.
Um,
We'll do it in a minute.
Yeah, go on then, Rick, sorry.
Okay. So actually, I'm just doing my turn there. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going.
Right, so attack of opportunity then.
Rapier is a 15 plus 8 for a 23.
Yep, that would hit.
He takes 6 points of damage for rolling the lowest.
Very, very chunky. Very good.
But the key thing is I've got the Vex on him now, so I get advantage on my next attack roll on him.
Yep, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so with Crest's turn over, Ayaan-Jin, you are up. You are right up in its space, should we say?
Okay, that is rather handy. Because he is stood there, he's going to continue to try and take this like a champ. So he's going to use his trident, and he's going to use
you
it
are
versatile.
prone, remember.
Shit. Okay, he's going to stand up first.
Okie dokie.
Well, actually, you can attack from the deck, can't you?
You're just
I can attack
yeah,
from the
you're a
deck.
disadvantage.
Can, but it's disadvantage.
Standing up doesn't provoke attack of opportunity though, if I remember rightly. It's only leaving the enemy square.
Right, so if I use my movement to stand up, and then I'm going to use my trident two-handed, so versatile.
Okay.
So I'm going to try and make an attack. So I'd like to use a dawn dice as well. So that's 1d20 plus
Good,
6
good.
plus a dawn dice.
Spend a dawn.
So that, oh god, you bastard. That's a 6 on the die plus a 4 plus a 6. That's 12. That's 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Thank God for that. Okay. The damage I do is a 1d10 plus 3, so I'll do that first. So that would be a 4 plus 3, so it's a further 7 points of damage to the creature. And
How many points, sorry?
7.
7 points. And your trident is a +1 weapon, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so that would be 8 points, yeah. That forces a con save from the creature of a DC 8 plus 5, which is my modifier. If it fails, it says prone, but I don't know what that does to this creature.
Well, it was a 19 for...
Okay, so it
what was the
passed.
save, sorry?
That's fine. It was a DC 8 plus 5, so it would have been a 13.
No. What was the save type? What was it?
Sorry, con save.
Okay, yeah, no, that would have been a 25.
Okay, that's
So we're
fine.
fine.
So that doesn't apply. But immediately he's done that, he's going to do a divine smite on it, because he's just hit it with a melee weapon. He can do this. He's got no spell slots. He's completely out of those. But he can do one once per day with no spell slot as a paladin.
Okay.
And that will do a further 2d8 radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay, that's another 8 points on top of that for him.
Hang on, just need some maths. Sorry, did you say 8?
8, yeah.
I can't do maths.
That's okay. For our American viewers, that is actually maths, not math. Just to be clear.
70.
So that was 8 in the first place and 8 for the second.
You do the
I
math,
believe.
but only do one of them.
So that's 16 points of damage in total.
Stop throwing numbers at me, please. I'm struggling with basic arithmetic.
And for our Wizards of the Coast
Okay.
fans, that is mathemagics.
There won't be any of those.
Mike,
no,
that's
it's bad.
feckin' terrible. Okay. So you have dealt single source 16. Nice.
Correct.
Okay, brilliant. So you deal this damage. You deal it a really hefty blow. It's looking in a really bad way. Like you see some of the suckers are torn from it. You can actually see some of the suckers are actually attached to the deck and they've torn off with chunks of
it's
flesh
like-
behind.
So what you're saying is it's like a really bad bath mat.
Yes.
Great.
Can you please make me a dexterity saving throw? Ayaan-Jin.
Yeah. What a surprise. Okay, yeah, we can do one of those. Dex save. +2. Oh, fuck. Can I use a dawn dice on that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Spend
I'll
dawn?
do that then. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a 6 plus 5 for 11 plus a 2, so that's a 13.
13. 13 will not do it.
Oh. Bugger.
You will take
Right,
2d6
okay.
points, which is going to be 1 and
Okay.
5 for 6 total points of bludgeoning damage, as you are
Ouch.
then pushed 5 foot backwards
Okay.
as well. You're still standing, you're
Okay.
not prone, you're pushed 5 foot backwards. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of Ayaan-Jin's turn, yes.
Okie dokie. Lovely job. So, at the top, not at the top of the round, sorry, on the tentacle's turn, it will attempt to multi-attack again the nearest person, who is Ayaan-Jin. So,
Surprise!
that's going to be a 26 to hit you.
Yeah, that's going to hit. I can't save that.
Okay, so you will take 2d10 points of damage, which is a 10. Oh no, it's 1. Sorry, that is
Thank God for that.
8. Where's my thing? 8. Oh god, it's another 8 plus 5. 13. It's fine. I've got maths this time. That's 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Can you please make me a strength saving throw, please?
Okay, strength save. Switch screens. Strength. I might have learned these eventually. That's a, well, no, not really. I've got a 2 plus 2 for a whole 4.
Yeah, no, that's no bueno. You are then grappled and restrained once more.
Woo!
And with
I
that-
love this.
The creature, the tentacle, wraps around you in its loving, suckery embrace
I'm
as
so
it
used to
lifts
that. I'm
you
gonna get
high.
I'm gonna get a room with it. Don't worry.
Miss the floor.
It
Remember.
It lifts you high, and just as you think it is about to hurl you, it instead tightens its grasp.
Oh.
You will take 8, 6, 24, 2, 26.
What?
You will take 26 points of bludgeoning damage
Oh,
as it
Well, it's
crushes you in its grasp.
This is actually okay because Ayaan can't feel this because he's already unconscious now. So that's cool. He's not going to suffer much.
And you also take an additional 1d6 points of necrotic damage at the start of your next turn.
oh, that's a problem.
Ayaan doesn't really matter. He's
That is a problem.
out of it.
Okay, as you are grasping its loving tentacly embrace.
Lovely. Well,
Okay.
he's brave.
End of the round, I will then roll a d6 because I haven't rolled one yet, and I'm going to roll one. And that is a 4. Nice. Okay. It's extremely lucky I rolled a 4, I think, in this scenario. I think it's the only one we haven't had on the table yet.
Whoa, let's
So,
do them all.
Can
That's another bingo
someone,
card.
anyone, please make me a d20 roll?
It's not going to be me. I'm unconscious.
All right, hang on. What are we going to get?
Make it
Dice
good.
continues to roll high, so that might be bad. 19?
Oh, 19's really fucking good. A 19 hits. Can you then please roll me 60-10?
I don't want.
What?
1 moment. 60-10.
What just happened?
Oh
60-10.
crap. That is. Oh god. Okay. Okay. So the first couple of rolls are very high. The rest are relatively low. Don't think that's saving it massively. That is 26 in total.
26. Nice. Good job. There is a bang. Silas would recognise this.
Oh no.
So,
I thought that was coming at me then.
no, Silas would recognise this, as would Torran. Although Torran, yours, you don't really hear this. Is very muffled. but
Oh, it's not a
it is
boom.
unmistakable to you as the boom of a cannon.
Ah,
Oh my god, if we'd been rolling fours, would the ship's crew have been firing cannons to help us? Yaz! Yaz!
As there is a massive boom. And Ayaan-Jin, you are dropped to the floor rolling around in a heap. As the tentacle explodes outwards from partway up the deck. A cannon pressed tight to one of its suckers has been fired at point blank range.
had he been awake, he would have shouted, "Why could you not have done this 6 seconds earlier, you bastards?"
The flesh explodes outwards, chunks of it, and this dark ichor spreading wide across the ocean surface. As its grip loosens, Ayaan-Jin is dropped, and it then flops backwards, writhing over the edge of the ship, and everyone aboard who is not unconscious, you can see that it is this writhing tentacle is connected by maybe a few sinews on the one side. As it writhes and the sinews snap, and the entire upper half of the tentacle falls backwards, splashing into the water again, as this large of water, as the final tentacle is felled.
I wish I could celebrate.
I just lean over and go, "About bloody time!"
I am furious at the fact that it took them. Well, to be fair, that combat lasted a minute because I've been counting down my blade. I've been counting down my blade wheel, and I had one turn left on my blade wheel.
As you stand on deck, amidst the detritus of battle, what are you all doing?
Torran's. Torran's climbing back up onto the deck, flopping onto his back and just going, "Oh, hand breeze." Oh, hang on, shit. I was gonna look up. And how's the battle on the beach going?
Okay, you take a look at the battle on the beach, and you can see that the crew of the Wildflower, the majority of the crew, they are still scattered across the beach itself, still fighting away, but the numbers are dwindling. You observe that no more of these weird, almost constructed beings are emerging from the sea. When they go down, they stay down, and the numbers are rapidly thinning. The tide is turning.
I think if we can all see that, I think Crest is going to crawl over to the railings on the beach side and start yelling that the ship is free and that now would be an incredibly good time to get off the bloody beach.
Okay. Silas, Ayaan-Jin?
I think Ayaan-Jin's just looking around, trying to still get his bearings, trying to understand and assimilate everything that's just come and gone, looking at the actual state of the ship and in disgust. I think at this point he'll take his cue from anybody else.
Okay.
In my rather battered state, I'm gonna basically just sit down on a barrel or a pile of rope or something, going, "Take 5, everyone."
Would you like a Kit Kat?
We've just took on 4, I don't want to take any more.
Suddenly,
Suddenly, pineapples.
That's a whole different story.
okay.
Let's not revisit that one.
okay. I am looking for my notes, and they are non-existent. Where are they?
Torran's gonna kind of have his moment, stand back up and head over to the right where the crew is, and just shout down, "The threat's gone. You can come on out now."
Right, okay, I'm back. Sorry. What's Ayaan-Jin doing?
notes. His notes.
Ayaan-Jin's still wrestling with his sheets at this end.
Right. Okay.
Now, Ayaan-Jin said that he would take his cue from somebody else. He's just looking at the devastation on board the deck and being absolutely disgusted.
I think we're all a bit
at what it's
beaten
done
and
to this
battered.
ship.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yes. Got you. Yes. So calling down to the who was calling down to the crew below? Someone was. Who was
It
it?
was me. After I'd taken my moment, I stood up and walked over to the like the cargo area, the cargo netting area, and I lean over, goes, "It's safe. You can come on up now."
Yeah. You hear noises from below decks of a team of 4 people moving around. Well, you assume that there's still 4. You hear shouts and calls. You can hear the noises of cannons being righted, rolled across deck, strapped and tied back in. Cannonballs being kind of rolled and moved around. As you can assume, you hear acknowledgement of your call, but you assume that they are currently kind of resetting that lower deck to make sure, obviously, that should anything else happen, they're prepped and ready to go before they even think about emerging topside. Okay? Okay, so you do this, and as you take 5 minutes, have a break, have a Kit Kat, you sit there, and the noisome battle on the beach winds down. Very soon you can only hear the roar of the captain as a final body goes flying, this driftwood construct hitting a large rock and bursting into individual kind of branches of wood as it goes. And as you look over at the beach, you can see that there indeed is just a battlefield strewn with shells, rotting sea life, driftwood, and it's all in a state of either destruction. Basically, that's what I would go for. Destruction, slashed, battered. You can see some of the driftwood is on fire, burning a bright blue colour from the saline, from the salt. And as you look over, you can see that the crew on the beach are gradually pulling themselves together. People are walking over to their downed comrades, picking them up, dusting them off, arm over the shoulder as they start walking across the beach, and they all begin to kind of converge and walk towards the wildflower. Okay. So, they eventually arrive at the side, and you see some of the crew members start to scale up the side, and helping lift and hoist people who are injured as they all gradually come back aboard deck, gathering around the captain, who immediately begins barking orders to clear the deck, clear the way, get things settled. The carpenter is furious at the damage that has occurred to his ship.
Surprise!
He is mightily unimpressed, and begins immediately salvaging any kind of pieces of wood that he can, kind of shoving them into a pile, muttering as he kind of chucks them over, and just very, very angrily. I
think Ayaan would be helping him do this. I think he'd sort of wander up with a piece of railing and just hand it to him rather pathetically. I think you might be missing this bit. And he's going to look at him, and then he's just going to quietly put it on the pile and then skulk away to find some more.
The response you get is, "And the fucking rest."
Yeah, he's gone to go and collect more bits to try and be helpful.
Okay. So you see the ship around you. Around you resettles into a very, very efficient rhythm. Everyone seems to know what they are doing, where they should be, and where they are going. Very quickly, you see the team of 4, led by Alara, come back up from below decks, and it's almost magical the way that everyone seems to coordinate and know what they're doing. Silas, you are given a little bit more slack, having been given your duty to kind of accompany these people.
I'm literally just finding like a quiet corner to lick my wounds and try and keep out of people's way at the minute.
So, you... so to start off with, is anybody taking... So I know Ayaan-Jin's off finding bits of wood and railing and stuff to bring back. Silas is off in a corner being quiet, trying to avoid work, I'm assuming. Are Crest and Torran doing anything specific?
I'll let go on, Crest. I'll let you go first.
That's okay. It's pretty quick for Crest because although he's used to being at sea, he's not really used to being on a sort of working ship, let alone a well-organised one. He is just staying out of the way as best he can, which means he's in the way constantly. It's like being in someone else's kitchen.
Yes.
And I think he's going to eventually just sort of retreat halfway along a mast in the hopes that that's a better place to be, and he's going to try to do his best not to be noticed because he doesn't really want to be abandoned here, and probably knows that could be the next step if things go wrong.
Sure. You do that. You try not to get in the way, and you are 100% in the way wherever you stand. And people, they don't know you. You get some funny looks, some quite judging looks. Not judging in terms of they're judging you, but they're evaluating you. They're measuring you up. They're looking at you. They're looking at your coral growths. They're looking at your helm, your general state of undress, and in fact, even the scars on your body, the signs of obviously great violence. Everything about you, you get the feeling you are just being measured and evaluated for your worth. Very much that feeling where someone walks past and gives you the up and down and moves on, and you're not really sure what conclusion they've come to.
Yeah.
So, Torran. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I was just going to say, Crest doesn't really know how to judge himself right now, so he's probably feeling a bit, judged, funny enough, so...
Yeah, you're feeling a little persecuted.
Yes.
Yes, I've sent you a DM about...
Yes, I got it, thank you.
Yeah, okay, just make sure you got it.
Sweet.
But, yeah, if you want me to play any of that out, then... Yeah, just let me know.
He's having a meeting with Auntie Palm and her 5 friends.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And yes, to my question, yes or no?
Sorry, what was the question?
I've DM'd it to you.
You can ask that one out loud.
So, elementalism, I've got it as a cantrip spell.
Yeah.
It has one of the abilities called Beckon Water. You create a spray of cool mist that lightly dampens creatures and objects in a 5-foot cube. Alternatively, you create 1 cup of clean water either in an open container or on a surface, and the water evaporates in 1 minute. Torran, what I'd like Torran to do, but I would only do this if Torran knew it would work, is he essentially just grabs a cup, just leans over the railing, gets himself a scoop of salt water and just starts drinking it. But he's applying this to it as he drinks it. He thinks he can drink salt water. He can't.
I mean, if you do you, mate. If you want to drink salt water, you can do it, and I'll roll for your liver function.
Well, that's the point, is can this basically turn it into clean water as per the spell?
You know what, yeah.
He's turning water into wine.
you can turn salt water into water. If you try turning it into wine, I'm not going to let you.
That's
okay?
fair. In which case...
God damn it!
That's it's fair. I mean, it's not cool, but it's fair. In which case, then that's exactly what you see Torran do. He just takes out a handy tankard from somewhere, probably from one of the ship's containers, leans over, gets himself a scoop of salt water, and then just walks over, starts drinking it, and says to the captain, "What can I do?"
Are you trying to aura farm right now?
Absolutely.
Jesus. So you make your way to the captain. He is big. He is a Leonin, as previously mentioned. They're probably not so common around here. He's probably one of the more uncommon races across the archipelago, and he is a big ban. And he has a very, very well tended large mane. It is resplendent, it is thick, it is bushy, and you can see that he clearly takes excellent care of it because he has braided parts of his mane where they kind of meet his chin into a beard. And it is adorned and decorated with what you would assume is some kind of bone decoration, like bone jewellery, basically. And he hefts his big, I believe I said it was an axe, and it's by his side, and he leans on it, the point digging into a board. And you can see that this is clearly a position he takes up quite often because there is an actual dent in the floor where he clearly just leans with his elbow on the pommel of his weapon, with the point of it kind of just digging into the woodwork. It's clearly a favoured place for him. You walk up there with your cup of unsalty salt water. He looks at you. And he looks quite pensive. Clearly deep in thought. And would you like to make me a... don't have a sheet in front of me. We got a... I'm trying to think of the word's escaping me.
Insight?
Yes, that's what I was trying to go for. I was going intuition, but it's not intuition, it's something else beginning with I. Please make me an insight check.
That is a 13 for a total of 13.
13 for a total of 13. Okay, excellent. You might notice... Gus, could you please give me a D20 roll, please?
I might notice he's actually a 60-foot tentacle. This is number 5.
That'd be a 14.
Okay. So as you approach him, you notice he is quite pensive. He is clearly thinking very deeply about the situation. He's still managing traffic even as you approach. He's still indicating, take him down to the med bay, get him sorted. He's giving directions. He's talking to Alara. How's the state of the ship? What's it like below decks? Have we got enough balls left? He's asking the pertinent questions which he would need to know as a captain. And as you approach, he breaks off to look at you, and you can see he's still very pensive. But you would assume that is because he is taking stock of the current state of the ship, the state of the crew, trying to make sense of what's just happened. And as you approach, he addresses you. Torran, is it?
Sorry, Captain.
How are you and your lot doing? Any injuries?
Nothing that a good night's sleep won't solve, but something tells me we won't go get one of them for a while.
You'd be right about that.
We found, I'll point to Crest, I'll say, we found him on the beach on the other side where we washed up. Silas is over there. I don't want to know what Silas is doing. And Ayaan-Jin, I think, is attempting to help the carpenter. We're all able to assist.
He nods at you and he places one large hand on your shoulder. And when I say large, I mean it is truly encompassing. It is heavy and very, very oppressive as he turns, kind of pulling you with him. So you're almost in a more intimate, closed kind of conversation space. Clearly he's being quite subtle about this, or attempting to be, while also being quite intimidating. And
does he have... Sorry, can I ask?
Yeah.
Does he have hand, or are his hands large paws as a leonin?
They're large
I was
paws
just
with thumbs.
thinking... Yeah.
Like, the way I've seen it is they're kind of a mix
hairy
of...
hands.
They're kind of a mix of a paw, but with like slightly longer fingers and a thumb. That's the artwork I've seen.
Right. Okay, fine.
Yeah, it would be like quite where you've got your normal thumb, be like quite thick and bulbous at the tip, like obviously like padded tips to his fingers, and it's heavy and it comes onto your shoulder.
Hairy.
They're like paws, like he's got like
Yeah.
pads almost on his like centre pads and pads on each fingertip.
Cool.
I've
And
put a picture in chat for you, Sam, so to give you a bit of a gauge on it.
Yeah, it just depends on what they're like in this world. But yeah.
Yeah, no, they're absolutely like that. And it's heavy, and it covers your shoulder, and as it lands on your shoulder, you know, you're quite well muscled from years of work, quite sinewy, quite stringy, but well muscled. And this hand is basically encompassing your shoulder joint. It leaves no room for argument as he pulls you closer, leans down to speak to you, tilting his head slightly, and very definitely and very noticeably angling both his and your bodies away from the centre of the ship. Basically, you're both looking out over the railings, and his voice lowers. He's got a big boomy voice, but it lowers in this atmosphere. This fellow you've picked up, what's his deal?
Well, he washed up on the same beach we were. I think he's been dead a lot longer than we were, though.
Dead.
He wasn't breathing when we found him, and then he came to life. From what I can tell, though, I mean, we wouldn't have saved the ship if it hadn't been for him. Those tentacles were flinging us left, right, and centre, and he's the one that kept us fighting. Like, I trust it. I probably don't trust him as far as I can throw him, but I certainly trust him in a fight now.
And the dagger he's got?
We found it.
Found it where?
It's about a day's walk from the beach. There's a clearing. Probably say about halfway. We followed the sound of the guns. We could hear the cannons firing, so we beelined for here to find you. Along the way, we found a clearing. We were assaulted by some shadowy creatures. We dealt with them. And there was a small chest. I guess the best way to describe it. In it was this dagger and what appeared to be a symbol or amulet of some sort. We've armed him with them.
Anything else you want to tell me about that crystal?
He did something weird. I think he stabbed himself with it, and it did something weird. He brought up like a vision of some kind. I don't know. I can't make heads or tails of it. Something to do with a sacrifice and a bunch of souls, and apparently there weren't enough, and they said they'll be back. I didn't recognise anybody in the. Didn't recognise anybody on it. Certainly nobody from the crew.
You and I are going to talk later, in depth.
Something tells me I'm not going to enjoy that conversation, boss.
You might be right, boy. Depends on what you tell me.
Fair enough. What do you want me to do in the meantime?
Meantime, you're a sailor, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Make yourself useful. I trust you know what you're doing. Crew knows what they're doing, so work around them. Figure out best place to help. I'm not going to babysit you.
That's fair. As I walk past, I'm going to see Silas in the corner go, "Oi, Silas, you're open, son."
He hears you call Silas's name. Silas! What are you doing?
Yes, Captain. I was just taking a moment, like quite literally, like barely able to stand upright, like battered and bruised.
You look more like shit than you usually do, boy.
Yes, well, that bar's not particularly high now, is it? Considering some of the night outs that I've had previously.
Get out my sight before I drop you overboard.
Aye, Captain. I'll go and secure some rigging.
He lets you go. He's not even going to bother at this point. He's used to your antics. He's told you to go. As long as you're not making too much of a nuisance of yourself, he's not going to be too bothered. He's harsh, but he's fair.
He knows that I have my other uses.
Lovely.
You sound like his other uses after dark, mate.
I wasn't going to get that.
Never
Don't ask about the Leonine scratch marks down his back.
Why? Come on.
Sorry, continue.
Kim.
Those are completely unrelated.
So, the ship is very, very quickly pulled back together. Ayaan-Jin, you're able to kind of help retrieve some of this this kind of wood and splintered wood. I imagine you probably might even dive overboard to pick up some of this stuff that's floating in the sea to bring it back aboard. Just kind of scraping together as many resources as possible. Torran, you are absolutely, you're completely au fait with how a ship runs, and you're absolutely able to make yourself extremely useful to the crew. You almost kind of fit in seamlessly. You're able to integrate in such a way that you're not in anyone's way, you're not causing any delays, you're speeding things up. It's a very, very seamless aid. Silas, you do whatever you do, and Crest, you continue to be in the way. But I imagine that someone, perhaps Ayaan-Jin at some point, or even Torran, would have either brought you along with them or told you where to stand so that you're not in the way.
I would have seen him getting in the way, and the crew getting grumpy at him, and told him to come over and help me, and then I'd be like, he'd be helping, but I'd be making sure that he was actually helping, not getting in the way. Simple task.
Absolutely.
One thing I will be doing is, while I'm going around some mundane task, and that is I'll very much be keeping an eye on everyone.
Okay, you can absolutely do that. So very quickly you see boards are being scrubbed clean of slime, cargo is being restacked and resecured, railing is being shored up, fixed, the carpenter's going around making notes on like a slate panel with parchment, clearly making notes on what needs to be fixed, what kind of lengths he's working with, what kind of resources he's going to need, projected timelines, priority, and very, very quickly the ship is almost entirely back to normal, aside from missing chunks and pulled up boards.
Great.
And it's at this point when everyone's kind of coming back to even keel, you start seeing people re-emerge from below decks, clearly having been patched up. They emerge with, wadded up cloth secured to their foreheads where they've clearly sustained a head wound. You see one with a splintered arm, many busted fingers and some kind of scorch marks, and they're generally kind of patched up and appear to be obviously walking again. They've received medical aid, they're back on their feet. Okay?
I think Ayaan-Jin, watching all this go on, I think he would have, whilst helping the carpenter, he would have been watching to see if there was anybody that looked like they needed some minor healing of some description. Who is more pressing? Would it be members of his own party that he would see that need help, or would it be general help for those, as you've just described, with broken fingers, bashed up heads and stuff like that? He's happy to burn his pool of, what's it called? He's got a
lay on hands.
Pool of lay on hands. Yeah.
I think that very much depends. How is everybody looking at the moment?
Bloody.
Like I said, I'm literally a walking bruise.
There will be people looking worse than Crest, so he wouldn't accept any aid.
And Torran?
Torran is looking battered, but he seems quite healthy enough and quite content to just carry on. Almost like he's got a second wind.
Very nice.
Yeah. Although for somebody who jumped
so,
off of the topmast and that, I'm probably looking absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you're not looking pancaked. That's an impressive achievement. Yeah, so from that, I would say that there are probably people who are more injured who are going down below decks for treatment. A couple of people are even unconscious as they're being hauled below. But if you were to go and investigate and obviously offer your help in medical assistance there, you would find that there is already a medic of some kind, a healer on board, who is using quite, not liberally, but in a careful manner, a stock and supply of healing potions, as well as their own kind of divine magics. to heal up anybody who needs a little bit of healing. It's that kind of military, it's that kind of military efficiency where they're not going for full healing, they're going for enough healing for them to be up and about and walking and perhaps in a little bit of pain, but the supplies are spread out amongst people rather than fully healing one person and perhaps not having enough left over at the end. But you are able to go and help them, you're able to help with your lay on hands, you're able to help with any other healing abilities you might have, and even just help them with patching people up, wrapping bandages, anything like that. You are able to assist them, and your assistance is appreciated.
I have 10 points in my pool of healing, so I think what I would do is burn through those, so a point here or there for like broken fingers or whatever it was, but I'll burn through the whole 10 points, and they would be distributed amongst those who would need it.
Yeah, absolutely, and your help again, it's very much appreciated, and you do obviously help to get people back on their feet and moving about. So with the crew mostly back on their feet, with the ship mostly in one piece, the call is shouted to make way, basically, to get the ship up, get it running, start getting the oars out, to start turning the ship, because you're currently facing in towards shore in relatively shallow waters. So the order goes out and people start moving to their normal positions very, very clearly, used to this kind of arrangement. Silas included, you would be included in that call, and you would go down to help row. And the ship is slow to turn initially, but gradually picks up speed. And before too long, you are turned away from shore, facing back out into open waters, where you can see this lilac, this kind of purpley lilac water fading almost to blue the further out you go. This oil slick kind of sheen to it, and this dome which you saw before, this very light tinted purple dome, you can see it ahead of you, out obviously past like a border almost in the sea. And the ship moves forward slowly to start off with, still under oar power until you're out of the shallows. And it's at this point where the oars are brought back in. You've got deep enough where you can get the sails out, and the wind perhaps starts to pick them up, and you see them begin to bellow and catch the wind.
As we're going out, I'm just going to approach the captain and just calmly say to him, I don't think this is going to work. But I'm going to say it calmly so only he can hear me.
Okay. Interesting. He's very interested in your statement. And turning to you again, what makes you think so, boy?
And I'll pull out my compass and open it and say, we're not in normal waters. Something here isn't right.
And with that, can everyone please make me perception checks without your perception baseline? Yes, without your perception baseline.
Including
and
me?
Torran, you will... Yes, so you would have come aboard, so the oars have been drawn back in, you would have come aboard. Top deck. And Torran, you're doing this at advantage.
Ooh. So just a perception at advantage.
Yeah, please.
Crest rolled a
No
5,
base.
plus 4 for 9.
9, okay.
10 plus 5 for 15.
15.
I'm sorry, what am I adding to this? Just
So it's your a perception roll. So roll perception. You're not using your baseline.
perception.
Funny enough, I rolled my baseline anyway.
Okay, that's a 4 plus a 2 for a whole 6 from Ayaan, so
Okay.
not great.
And Torran?
I got a 19 plus 3 for a 22.
Very nice. So, it's as you're saying this, Torran, you're showing your compass to the captain, and it spins and spins and spins and spins. That soft clicking as the needle just rolls continuously. And as you look up to make eye contact with the captain, he's a big, big man, you make eye contact with him looking up, you notice that the sail, where it had started to bellow, now hangs saggy and loose. No wind catching. And Silas, you would notice this as well. Ayaan-Jin and Crest, you're not seeing this particularly to start off with. And as Torran, as you look around, you've seen the sail going flaccid, basically, and you take a look at the sea, and you very, very quickly notice that the sea is calm, but too calm. Not a ripple disturbs its surface. It is flat and mirror-like. You might say it's like being in doldrums, but it's too calm for that. It's unnaturally so.
I'm going to look behind the wildflower. Is the island getting smaller?
The island has got smaller. You have moved out of the shallows, but you move no longer.
I'm gonna say to the captain, bring us back to the shallows. And I'm gonna point at the sails and then say, look at the calmness of that sea and look at those sails. We're not in natural waters. We need to get back to the shallows.
If you enjoyed this episode and want to support the show, you can find us on Patreon, where you can access behind-the-scenes content. You can also join our Discord to chat with us, talk theories, and keep up with campaign news. Links to both are in the episode bio. The next episode will be out on Tuesday, 16th of June. We hope to see you there. Until then, keep rolling.
Welcome to the Goblin's Notebook, an elite tabletop campaign planner and note-taking tool. The Goblin's Notebook offers a single-pane view of your tabletop RPG campaign notes for pre-session planning, in-session note-taking, and post-session recapping. Keep all of your tabletop RPG campaign notes in a single, easy-to-navigate place. Make connections between creatures, locations, or quests, enabling you to easily jump from object to object, keeping a precise journal during play, and offering the ability to share your notes or handouts with others. Whether you are a game master who wants to plan ahead, or a player taking notes during play, the Goblin's Notebook is the indispensable must-have tool. You can find the Goblin's Notebook at www.the-goblin.net.